This is Spear Fighting 101 with Grumio and Solusar, and we're hopefully going to teach you a little bit about spear fighting. We're hoping that you already know a little bit, maybe fought a couple times with spears, and this will continue to help your knowledge, and people should learn, I hope. Hopefully. And hopefully with this too, we're going to see some more people out at Ragnarok fighting with spears, because it's really silly to have so many damn shieldmen out there and so few spears when spears get the majority of the kills out there. So we're going to start out with the most basic, which is equipment. And I don't consider anything to be a spear that's less than 8 foot, because it's kind of useless out there, especially at Ragnarok. So we have an 8-foot spear here that's made out of a band shop pole, and you can get band shop poles at bandshop.com. It's SHOPPE. And they're pretty expensive, but if you order them in bulk, the shipping's not bad. And then I have a 10-foot fiberglass spear here, which I'm not even sure where it was purchased. I've got two 10-footers, and they were both given to me, and I have a 14-footer that was given to me that was a pole vaulting pole, which makes an excellent core if you can ever get your hands on them. So yeah, if you look, if Solusar shakes that one, and I shake this one, you can see the difference in the rigidity of the cores. And that's one of the advantages over the 8-foot band shop poles, is they're really, really strong, and they're not going to flex when you throw shots at all. As with these 10-footers, that they have a lot of flex in them, but the extra 2 feet of range makes an incredible amount of difference. So I would recommend starting out with band shop poles and then trying to find some way that you can get 10 to 12-foot fiberglass cores. I think stuff over 12 feet is a little too long. I've fought with my 14-footer a couple times, and it's just kind of obnoxious. You get a lot of kills with it, but it's silly. So I think somewhere between 8 and 12 feet is really the right size. And for like a lot of the close-in fighting at Ragnarok, I like the 8-footers, like castle battles where you don't have a lot of room to move around. But anything that's open field, even at Ragnarok, 10-footer is the way to go. And I also recommend a sidearm for sure. I used to fight with a sword, and I've switched it to a mace now, just because I never have to worry about when somebody charges me if I'm going to hit them with the flat or the striking edge. It's just a lot easier to have striking surfaces all the way around. And I usually go with a short weapon. That's pretty much it. I definitely don't carry your sidearm in like a lanyard or something on your side, because by the time someone charges you, when you're trying to undo a hitch or try to slide it out, you're going to be dead. Definitely got to be carried in your hand. And then as far as armor goes, I wear a lot of armor, but it's kind of unnecessary, because most of the time when you get killed when you're fighting with a spear, it's going to be airborne to the face, or you're going to get your arms hit by short weapons. So I really recommend a full face helmet, especially at Ragnarok, and maybe bracers too really help. But beyond that, by the time you get hit in the chest, you're going to be screwed anyways. You're going to get hit 3 or 4 times, so armor doesn't make a whole lot of difference. You're better off having the added endurance and mobility with not wearing armor. Alright, so that's the basics of it. The next we're going to go into stances here. And the way I see it is there's 2 main stances. Huh?
Lead frame. Lead frame. I'm leading.
Oh, okay. Hey, make sure it's still recording good. So the 2 main stances that I see are an overhand stance and an underhand.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. And so the main advantages to overhand is when javelins and stuff come in on you, you can smack them away with your spear. And it's really easy when a shieldman charges you. You just drop your spear and you basically have a shield set up and your sidearm's ready to go. And with underhand, it's a lot easier to throw more shots, and it's a lot easier to work in a shield wall. So I would recommend, if you're in a good fortified shield wall, to work underhand. And if you're in the open field, you should definitely fight overhand, because it's way more protection. So if you want to come out here, Solusar, so like if I'm fighting Solusar and he rushes up on me, I'm going to drop this, and I'm going to have this to block with and this to swing with. As where if I'm underhand, it's not a huge amount of difference, but I can still bring it up. But the main thing is when you have airborne coming in on you, it's really easy just to knock it away with the shaft of your spear, as opposed to when it's down here, you're not really protected. So they both have pluses and minuses, and they both have different, times you should use them, but they're both effective. And also, if you see how I'm holding my sidearm, basically you want to take your sidearm as you would swing it, and then you just grab your spear with your remaining fingers. So right when somebody comes up on you, you can swing, and there's no hesitation, and there's no time that it takes to, you know, change the position. Like if you hold it like this, you're going to have to flip your sword around and swing, and you're going to be dead by the time you swing.
Take one step to your left.
And then also, if you can fight right-handed with your spear and left-handed effectively with your sidearm, it's much more efficient to have your sidearm up here. So when a shieldman charges you, you can block, and your sword's going to be on his side. Yeah, your sword's going to be a lot easier to get on his unprotected side, and fighters aren't going to be even looking for it. So, and then another thing too, when you're fighting, don't fight like this. It's ridiculous. You're standing here with your whole entire torso showing towards the enemy. You always want to fight. I fight with left foot forward. I guess it would depend on your dominant hand. But I'm right-handed, and I lead with my left side, and I put my slimmest side forward. So when projectiles come in, you know, all I have to do is duck, or maybe just take a half step, as where if I'm like this, they have a huge area to hit me. And so when you're fighting slim side forward, it's a lot harder to get hit. And if you do get hit, you're probably going to get hit in the arm or the leg. You know, you only have a little tiny bit of your torso showing to the front. Whereas if you're like this, the torso is the main part that's going to get hit, and you're going to die. So your longevity as a spearman will really be a lot better when you're fighting like this. You can see how defensive this is too now, because when javelins come in, I can just block away like I talked about earlier, and there's so little for it to hit, I don't really even have to move the javelin much. What else are we going over? Oh, and also spear hooks. I've got a spear hook on my 10-footer here. It's not really a well-designed spear hook because it was the first one I ever made. But you want the spear hook as close to the head as you can. So it's way more effective up here. And Magnus, he's got a really good tutorial on how to make it. And if you just search the dag board, you'll be able to find it. But if Solusar can step out here. How this works is, you know, I'm going to try to pull here, and then it's not going to be that easy, but then it's going to pull open and I'm going to hit him in the chest. Or if we're working as a team, I can, okay, sorry, hold on, go back. If I'm working as a team with other spearmen, I can pull this open and open a shot for my other teammate, or even on this side, I can pull that open, and another spearman can hit him on his open side. And another good thing you can do with this, if you've got an opponent who's like on their knees, you can tell they're off balance and they've got a strap shield, you can try to really pull it hard and knock them down forward if they're not balanced well. But spear hooks are definitely effective. I'm not particularly good with them because my spear hook sucks, and so I don't use it a whole lot. But I recommend, because it gives you just one more option to fight, you know, when you're going up against a good shield fighter.